Okay, call this special meeting. This is a special meeting for the New Windsor expansion. That's the only thing that's on the agenda for this evening. All right, and once the Transportation Committee gives their report, the opportunity shall be provided for HVREMSCO members present to make inquiry and ask questions prior to making a determination. As the application and the public hearings constitute the appropriate forum to provide new information, this is not an opportunity for HVREMSCO members or non-HVREMSCO members to introduce or provide any new information. And for conflict of interest, I'll need you to declare that. There's no officer or member of the council may vote on any matter in which he or she has a pecuniary interest. When an officer or member of the council is uncertain as to whether a conflict of interest exists, he or she shall disclose the matter to the full council, which shall decide whether a conflict of interest exists. Okay. We will do the attendance, and then after that, we'll open it up for any declaration.
Okay. Dutchess County, Nick Trio. Dave Violante. Joan Siebert. Tim Murphy.
Here.
Dee Sagendorf. Pete Chanella. Opening. Guy Carpico.
Here.
Very timely entrance, Guy. Thank you. Orange County, Joanne Cheney.
Here.
Ben Conks.
Here.
Eileen Mancuso. David Grass.
Here.
Israel Knobloch.
Yeah.
Terry Barbie.
Here.
Frank Cassanite. Michael Biggs.
Here.
Putnam County, Bob Cuomo. Yep, he's here. Dave Jacobson.
Here.
Matt Bondi.
Here.
Rockland County, Kim Lippis. Nick Rosecki.
Here.
Desiree Leone. Glenn Albin.
Here.
Deborah Stewart. Bernice Garotti. BJ Leidner.
Here.
Sullivan County, Albie Bachman.
Here.
Greg Tavermina.
Here.
Neil Medoff.
Here.
Heidi Stack. Mike Bruce. Mark Strauss. Ulster County, Rich Parrish.
Here.
Kelly Nelson. Dorothy Balin. Timothy Mitzel. Lisa Servino. Okay, we have 2, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
18, and do we have any alternates that have to declare to vote in place of a delegate? So who has the authority to vote this evening?
Okay, aside from the delegates, we have, wow, from Dutchess County, Guy Carpico.
All the delegates are here?
Well, no, most of the delegates aren't here from Dutchess, and he's the only alternate. He's the only alternate that's present, so he can vote.
Oh, yeah, so, okay, yeah,
Right.
so whatever the total is for each council, all right,
Right.
so, yeah, so those two can vote, all right, for
Right. For Orange County, we have one delegate that's not here, so So Terry, I mean, one of these two, well, actually Terry can vote.
Terry would be the vote for that, okay.
Right?
All right, we'll just circle the ones that can vote, so.
Yeah, I was going to call them out because we have to call them.
Well, we'll do it.
Okay.
All right,
For Putnam County, we don't have any
no issues?
Rockland County, let's see. Well, let's see, we're already missing 2 delegates, and we only have 1 alternate here, so B.J. Leidner can vote.
Oh, BJ, you can vote?
Sullivan County, all the delegates are here.
Okay, and I'm the only one from,
And you're the only one
Ulster.
from Ulster.
Okay.
Okay,
So-
there we go.
everybody knows who can vote and can't vote now, right? All righty. Therefore, now I'll turn it over to the Transportation Committee.
First of all, thanks for coming to the emergency meeting tonight, council. Obviously, there was an application from the Windsor Ambulance to expand their operating territory into the town of Cornwall. The hearing was held at July 26, 2018. Timothy Hannigan was the hearing officer. Essentially, he went through various points that were brought up during the public hearing, and he decided to be affirmative to put the application for the Windsor Ambulance. So we'll make a motion, a second motion to accept the hearing officer's decision to accept the town of Windsor application for expansion.
So we have a seconded motion. Is there any discussion on the motion? Nick?
Just a question, what was the reason for the expansion?
They were, based on the hearing, they were doing a tremendous amount of mutual aid to the county 911 system into the town of Cornwall. Based on the record, they talked about the 2 townships have actually understanding their boards and feel that this should be a way of improving the service.
I can't hear you. And allow for what? Improving the service and what?
The 2 town boards got together of the various townships and decided to, kind of support this movement towards a more cohesive EMS system within the township, not in Windsor.
Okay, Alvy?
For everyone's clarification, could we have the definition of certificate of need read for the body? Please.
What the heck is that on there? Oh, Detroit 12. Oh. Define public need as the demonstrated absence, reduced availability, or an inadequate level of care in ambulance or emergency medical service available to a geographical area which is not readily correctable through the reallocation or improvement of existing resources. Any further discussion?
Was any of the licensed providers asked if they were able to provide the services that they found to be in deficit?
Let me address that really quickly. It said the applicant demonstrated the existence of public need. It's a finding of fact number 1. The applicant relied upon the data contained in the application 1.3 as well as anecdotal information regarding matter of care furnished by the town.
Glenn,
Glenn, yeah, she's got the,
not only is the air on, but you're looking down and you speed up like 3 times as fast as you normally talk when you read. So, yeah. So go back to the applicant relied upon the data contained in the application.
Exhibits 1 through 3, as well as anecdotal information regarding the manner of care furnished to the town of Cornwall to form the basis of the proof of supportive applications. There is uncontroverted evidence that the application is that the applicant ran between 354 and 359 calls in the town of Cornwall from July 26th to July 25th, 2018. No ambulance resources dedicated to the town of Cornwall other than the Cornwall Volunteer Ambulance Corps, hereinafter COVAC, which operates basic life support ambulances. The Commissioner of Emergency Services, Brendan Casey, spoke in favor of the application and commended the town of Cornwall acting upon the report authored by the county regarding provision of EMS. Deputy Commissioner of Emergency Services Frank Castanet also offered compelling statements regarding inability of commercial services to provide ALS county-wide. He stated there was more need for more ALS providers in the county, and remarked that granting the present applications will help alleviate the public need that exists in the town of Cornwall. Commissioner's Castanet's opinion, the public need exists in the town of Cornwall.
I appreciate the reply. I understand the hearing officer or commissioner or whatever and their input for the want to improve service. But the definition of CON that cannot be correctable by the reallocation of services. I want to know definitively where the other services that have the license to provide service, where they contact me to see if they can provide the service before I personally think that we should approve. This is the basic definition of CON. Where these services that have the license to serve, where they contact me to see if they can provide that service.
Okay, so again,
It's either a yes or no.
no, there was no actions by those providers to provide service to that area.
That is not the answer to my question.
Again, just reading from the hearing.
Okay.
Well, actually, I don't know if that question could be answered, because wouldn't Frank Castanite be the one to answer that question? If, because there was a statement, wasn't there a statement by him saying that the commercials couldn't provide the service? So perhaps he did contact them. The problem is he's not here, he can't answer that question.
All right, but in the hearing officer, he says, despite being an existing ALS provider at the time of the present application, MLSS offered no data in opposition to the application prior to its submission of a new application. So those providers theoretically had an obligation to provide service there where we were not providing. And locally, the two townships came up with a solution, a local solution to an existing problem.
They were both present, M-Star and Mobile Life were both present at the public hearing, and as stated in the report, they did have the opportunity to present their cases.
They didn't oppose, or they did not approve, just because they didn't. I'm just playing devil's advocate, because I want clarity on that CON. So they may not have said anything. Did they approve? Did they approve of the application?
No, they were not. They spoke against the application, both of them. Okay.
Without providing a fix for the problem. So they were opposed to it, but they didn't say we're going to fix the issue by doing so and so, as far as what I read.
Okay, Greg?
Just to throw something out there, we kind of said on the conference call, if the agencies that are currently, for lack of a better term, licensed to cover that area were doing what they were supposed to, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't have to apply to one form. So it's pretty much self-explanatory. So it's obvious.
The numbers speak for themselves.
Exactly. They're not providing the service, so if they can't do it, they're not doing it.
Any further discussion? All right. Move it forward again, the conflict of interest. Is there anybody here that wishes to declare a conflict of interest? Dave? All right. Anybody else? All right. Does the council feel that Dave, I'm sorry,
Who claimed conflict of interest?
Dave Grist. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So,
All right,
Does you have to
when
state
an officer or member of the council is uncertain as to whether a conflict of interest exists, he or she shall disclose the matter to the council, which shall decide whether a conflict of interest exists. So, do you believe is uncertain, or you definitely have a conflict you're declaring?
I have a conflict. That's it.
Okay, then, all right. So at this point, then, you cannot vote. All right,
And there isn't another alternate.
that's all right, that's,
that can vote.
does anybody have any concerns or objections to that? All right, therefore, I call a roll call vote of the voting members.
Okay,
Just, Rich, just clarify on what we vote yes.
that's, I was about to utter those words, yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're in favor of approval of the expansion, please say yes when you vote. If you are not in favor of approval, then the vote would be no. Okay, Dutchess County, Tim Murphy.
Yes.
It's, okay, I thought I missed something. Guy Carpico.
Yes.
Orange County, Joanne Cheney.
Yes.
Ben Conks.
Yes.
Israel Knobloch.
Yes.
Terry Barbie.
Yes.
Putnam County, Bob Cuomo. Yes. Dave Jacobson.
Yes.
Matt Bondi.
Yes.
Rockland County, Nick Grosecki.
Yes.
Glenn Albin.
Yes.
BJ Leidner.
Yes.
Sullivan County, Albie Bachman.
No.
Greg Tavermina.
Yes.
Neil Meta.
Yes.
Ulster County, Rich Parrish.
Yes.
$15 yes, 1 no.
All right, and the majority, what is 14?
On the bottom.
Oh.
Bottom left-hand corner.
Quorum is
Quorum is
13, so we needed a minimum of 13, so the motion does pass. Any, well, no other,
No other business.
Motion to adjourn.
the motion to adjourn, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you folks for coming.
Here we go.
And